Oh, so promised land don't help though. We need to stock the water up. Food's fucked. Either way, we've got no food. Whether we've got one beaver or 100. I've cut all the chestnuts down. 'Cause I'm clever like that. Yeah, it's about half an hour ago when I was saying, is there anything I haven't done and then that would be building big water tanks and getting the tech for water dumps. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Oh, well, guess we'll just have to go and play another game now. What a shame. I shouldn't have done I did it all bad. Because no food. You can go and do sciences. Might as well. Yeah, water dumps, potatoes. Could have done everything and I did nothing. Being too casual on hard mode. I knew I was. We've got no food, we're gonna die completely. So maybe some pods will spawn and the farms will farm. I don't know. If the berries don't get eaten by the hungry beavers. We've got a baby, we've got a child. How long? I don't see any berries yet. Right, culling's good every now and again. Too big, too quick, obviously. 2 children. I don't think we're going to make it because these crops are going to die. Really? Someone just died of hunger. How can you die of hunger? We got food. Hey, how you doing, mate? Yeah, nearly died. We were trying to look at some of the new stuff, but I got a bit distracted and forgot to build all the regular things like water and food and science and stuff. Yeah, this is the experimental branch part 2. It's got the debuffs and the whatnots in it. How you doing today? Yeah, we've got 4 people now. You should be in the water. What are you doing? Yeah, good. I guess you can go back to no, you can't. You need to harvest still. Need more berries, please.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Chris. Yeah, you might have missed a slight mishap. A couple of people didn't get enough food or water. Recovered the package. What package is this? Ah, it's safely delivered and tucked in for now. I understand. So I've got to be a little bit careful here. I'm in trouble. Uh, so you're full of carrots. Let's put you back down now and have you go over here again. And I still want one guy on water. And then what does the 4th guy do? He gets the berries. The berries are done for now, so he can go on to water again. Do we get that last bit of science? I think we do. Build a sodding water dump and then all our troubles will be over, except we won't have any water to put in the water dump. And are we thinking that we want some sort of other, I don't know. I guess we need a builder. So you're no good for now. You should be harvesting and you should be paused. Uh, you can be on. They should be building. What? We've got planks, we've got wood. I don't know what everyone's doing. They don't seem to be building. Oh, they're building that instead of this. Oh, you need quite a lot of water to make the medicine, don't you? Where's it getting put straight away? It's getting put somewhere. Where's the medicine going? Yeah, Chris, did you hear earlier we were doing a... You're not getting invited because you're already coming. We're not even asking you, we're telling you that you're coming to play co-op in Prison Architect when Fractured's built a prison. Definitely me and Penguin and you. Fuck, I've got this running as well. No fucking good, is it? Just stop being idiots, please, beavers.
I'm back.
Welcome back. No, I just scraped through with there was a couple of children and I'm just trying to pick it back up now without dying again. Go on the wet beavers. No, we want to be higher up than that, don't we? Yeah, because we're wet beavers that get water from the under the under the sea. Somebody's making medicine, but it's not going. It seems to be disappearing. So I don't know if they're just eating it generally or because nobody's in the beds. I don't see it showing up on here. Ah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that does explain it. So I didn't need to build a warehouse straight away for that. Let's pick some berries. Wait, didn't I just put... So the gatherer is more useful now. You've got your chestnuts, your medicine, and your berries. Hmm. Yeah, I put a warehouse for it. That's why I was expecting it to go in there. But they're distributing it evenly throughout the bed. Yeah, because I saw it pop up on the top there, and then it wasn't there. So yeah, Fractured's building a prison, and we're gonna put it on Discord when we're trying to a co-op play for everyone to get involved if they want to, or not if they don't want to. It's no big deal. But yeah, I'll put it on Discord, or if people want to put when they'd be available. I don't know. We'll sort something out. We will learn some of Fractured secrets. Only picking one at a time. Is that normal? I thought the berries they collect 3 at a time. He's collecting one at a time. They grow really quick, don't they? No. I'm watching see the amount in the gatherers thing. The farm, they'll do 3 at a time. Not a good one because he's full of everything. Well, that's 2 at a time. So I'm sure carrots is 3. It's just uh, a resource as far as that's concerned. They're not eating the flowers at all. Carrots are gathered 3 at a time. Sunflowers are gathered 2 at a time. The berries, I think they're 3. Not that it makes much of a much, but I'm just noticing it. So they gather the whole plant. Because this whole plant makes just one, they have to make a trip for each one they gather. Mhm. I agree. I expect they'll do something with it later. They seem to well, there's going to be more crops and stuff by the looks of it. I'd expect honey, because bees, honey, and some medicine remedies use honey. But then you get into adding stuff just for the sake of adding it, and that worries me. So I don't even know if we want to make medicine in the dry season because of using up our water supply. 15 water seems like a lot. Sorry, guys, I know I'm not talking very much. I'm feeling a little bit I said a bit of a energy sucking morning, and I'm quite happily chilling out here, but yeah, it's a bit quiet. So we Yeah, so they harvest obviously whatever's on the plant in one batch. This is why sunflowers take longer, I think, to collect. Makes sense when you think about it, but I never thought about it before. What do you guys think about predators? Because I know humans have gone, but like, say bears or foxes. Like, if you had to build defences against like a pack of wolves or whatever, or maybe the next faction could be timber wolves, and then and then and then and then they come and the beavers, and then the fightings, not the fightings, but the natural defences kind of thing. Maybe. No. All right. Sorry. Not allowed. Vid says no. We're not doing that. Okay. Yeah. Like multiplayer mode. Are you beavers or are you wolves? Or are you bears? That would be funny as hell. And we could pretend that whole game mode didn't exist. The whole idea never happened. Sorry. Yeah, but you could also work together, couldn't you? You could make alliances with the northern wolves and the southern beavers against the east beavers, and the bears or like or whatever. I don't know. Something. So maybe you would help build their dam, and they would give you their metal, and I don't know, whatever. I really love the idea of multi. I know it won't happen, but a multiplayer map, like say four corners, four players, co-op or not. But the thing is, it's that kind of game where it's just too long, isn't it? It's too. It's not that kind of battle game like StarCraft battles. What average game is like 5 or 20 minutes or something. It depends. Games can be over in minutes. You see how it is in Civ 5 when those games are multiplayer games, they can go on for 8 hours. That's like normal. Yeah, it is bad for this game, and I'm speculating without thinking. I'm sorry. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Yeah, I'm wondering there might be a way of having it not be combat, like a co-op. Look at Prison Architect. That's a single player game that, okay, maybe it could have been dealt with better, like implemented, but it is quite difficult to make any sort of multiplayer game out of this environment type of game, isn't it? I think I really like the idea of Twitch integration. That's probably something that's much more A, possible, and B, fun. And obviously not for everyone. If people are playing it by themselves, then they won't get that, but I don't know. So you could say, like, use your channel points and spawn a drought or a beaver or something, or what's that game? Do you remember Populous? Anyone know that game? It's a good game from back in the days. Where you're not directly in control of them specifically. You're controlling the environment and the world around them. Okay, so we've got a bottom dam up and we're pumping water from. That's good, right? Do we put them up here? Do we put tanks in the river next to the water pumps? I don't know what I'm thinking now. Um, I think we are having them like this. Does that make sense? So they can come, except I want it the other way around, really, don't I? Trying to think of other multiplayer games where that's like, I really don't know, to be honest with you. Stardew Valley's got that sort of thing. It's a different kind of game though. It would have to be more like Prison Architect where you're on the same map, and that would just be, I don't know. You could have two people on the like working together, a co-op style, like in Prison Architect. That would be fine. Like one person could be doing the town build, and the other person could be getting on with laying out expansions or whatever. Do it like a speed run or something. I don't know. It would open up more game options, wouldn't it? I think trading, if you was like even in the game, say like you're playing on your map, I'm playing on my map, but we're in a server that says your next door neighbour, Moldfish, is offering metal blocks for trade. And I'd be like, oh, I'll trade you my logs for your whatever. So I'll go to the edge of my map and I'll build a trading post, and then I'll deliver the goods and we'll trade. We could that could definitely be a thing. I don't know how useful or good it would actually be though if you're not interfering with other people's. Well, no, it's not. It's not a trading game though, is it? It's not about that. Yeah, it should be co-op survival, definitely. Just because I like the idea of like someone else doing all the work. We've got to make gears if we want that stuff built. It's open, mate. Go on, out. Cattypus, hello, how are you? What's happening, mate? Oh yeah, got to switch the stuff on if we want to get it built. So now medicine's being stored up. All the beds must be full. Okay. New and improved. Is that what you call it? No, this is the first run. We almost died completely, and a few survivors, and a little bit of pod luck, and children being around, just getting old enough to start a job when everyone else had died was just enough berries, to just enough pods, to just enough people coming back. On, that's not unemployed. This is good news. That means we can do what's it as well. Is he spreading malicious slander? He's telling lies on me. I'm gonna bust out that prison and put him in it if he carries on misbehaving. He quite happily sat back and watched me nearly die earlier, when I specifically asked for help as well. Child labour's the least of your problems when I catch up with you, mate. I'm not sure about these flowers. They're really weird because they grow fast, but they only grow one. So we're not using a lot. So all the beds, he spread the medicine out between the beds. The beds got full, and now we're putting it into a warehouse, which is why now it's showing up on the stash list up there. Oh, he licks my toes. He licks. Oh, baby, you just had your dinner. Why for you lick my toes? I must have tasty feet. He's too smart for me. He's saying a feet sounds like treat. And if you say that, you're going to make you think of treat. So if I lick your feet, I will get a treat. He's not going to get a treat. More jobs, more jobs. Go on, haulers. This is coming back to like... Go on, the metals and everything now. We're back. We're here. Kind of. Is that enough? After our adventures. Yes. Adventures in town. Oh, so sweet. No, all he's going to get out of me is ear rubs, and he's going to have to come and sit up here if he wants that. No. I'm not going in the kitchen. No. Ah, are we doing? We got an injured beaver who's going to get medicined in his bed with medicine. It's full of medicine. Supply will last. That's it. He's done. He's finished now. Why are we getting sick now? Or am I just noticing it? It's because it's dry time, isn't it? If I must. Can that go under the scaffolding? Oh, I guess they missed another trick there as well, didn't they? That's another item that should be fitting under. See, you fit. Why can't he fit if you can fit? What's the thing that buffs the... Why doesn't the bed fit under a scaffolding? Huh? The bed does. The water machine doesn't fit under scaffolding. It's annoying because they specifically thought about the other items and made them fit. But not the thing that you want them to be walking through, round and under. No. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I want them to be walking across this and getting spurted water up their asses from the bottom floor. Walking along here and there and everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to change my stream up a little bit from future. If it's going to be an 8 hours kind of regular day for me, I'm going to be trying to do, I've decided I'm going to try and do two sessions and have different games, and that should reduce the burnout on any one game. Or not. It depends. Just whatever we feel like. Could go off for a proper something to eat and a break in the middle. And then if I don't fall asleep, another part of another bit of stream, something else. You can't get wet if you're over it. You might as well not be able to. Yeah, but the point is, it's a water jet. It should be like a fountain. It should go up at least one or two. I complain. I am complaining about this. I want to be able to walk through it in the path so that everyone just walking past is getting it. But what I want to know is if they're walking past, like, not on top of the water. Say if they're here, right? So their feet aren't getting wet. No. Technically, if there's a building here, it doesn't get flooded. I don't know if you remember when I was doing that one where I had the thing under the waterfall. I had a a berry gather or something like this under the waterfall, and it was fine. It's not getting flooded because the water's not technically hitting it. And if the beaver's walking along this path, is he going to get the wet buff? It's an exactly. It's an amusement, but it's not giving them any happiness. It's getting rid of a debuff that they will get. They're using it at the same time of day as the shrine or the temple, whatever they want to do, their time off. Not coming here because they're sick and they need to get washed. Does that mean that there's 4 guys waiting for it at that time of day? Because everyone should be. You're supposed to be faster in the water, guys. He's got wet fur. Let's see how long it lasts then. Have we got any haulers yet? So every now and again, obviously he's going to go through to that other water pump. So basically, if you've got somewhere in your town that's like the couple of the main roads where they're going to pass through water, this is going to keep them topped up completely. So you've basically got to pass through your aqua farm as your main road, and then you haven't got to worry about this at all. Well, just get rid of the water tanks near town that everyone's going to come and drink their water from the river. But it's not even that big a deal whether they have it or they don't have it. But when they have the debuff, then they're going to look for that. They're going to look to use that machine thing. So if you haven't got it, even though it's not a massive deal, it's going to make problems where they're just not working properly because they want to go and use that thing. So I do have metal available to get an engine, and it would have been, for people that are wanting to know, available much earlier had I played better. It's definitely possible to get the engine out just as quick as a big windmill or faster. If your metal is within, it's just if you can get to the metal. So he's keeping him completely topped up. There's only 2 water pumps down there. Yeah, we should get the engine and hook it up for that, this thing. Oh, yeah, it should have been out a lot earlier, and it's definitely possible if you're sensible. Hello, mate. Does that mean I've got... Uh, yeah. Do we remember the number? It's about 45 for 3 pods, isn't it? 45, 50. I shouldn't think I'll get more than 50 if I don't give them any... Oh, what about potatoes? We could definitely do that. Aha, yeah. Well, this is me of the failure. So deal with it. Ha! I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but I've done it. 20% life base. Ooh. So maybe we'll go 54. I can't maths. Is 51, you're saying 17 times 3 is 20 times 3 less 9, which is 51. Is that right? So we'll see. I've got 4 houses at the moment. Well, I'm getting potatoes now. So should we say, I don't know, so it's not going to help the potatoes. Don't bother the life, do they? Potatoes. Does anyone actually grill potatoes themselves? I don't know of that myself. It's not a thing where there's lots of ways we cook potatoes, but grill is not typically one that's uh, common around here. Billions of ways to cook potatoes. You can pause because you haven't actually got any stuff yet. I'll finally kill these berries off for good. Oh, let's not pump any water, shall we, on our backup pumps at all. Let's just ignore them totally. Now why are you being silly? It's too much. Oh. I've got to have one at every level. If I want to be lazy about it. Of course I want to be lazy about it. Home fries. Ah, no, they just wander around like, they do refuse to work. Oh, Well, basically, if your beaver gets sick, he's going to be in bed for a long time because he'll go to bed and he'll be in bed as long as it takes him to get better. And all he's going to do when he's in bed, he's going to go to the water tank and he's going to go and get food from wherever and he's going to go back to bed. So you're going to have to make sure you've got a supply of everything. Hello, lovely. Of course, I don't want this here. I don't want him running across town all the way to come here and use this piece of water. You have to do something with the water dump in town so they can go and stand in that. It's not just be built. Uh, it has to be way too much bigger, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. You'd be a bit RNG to. I said you've got to have enough food. Obviously, if he's sick, nothing's going to be happening with your farm or your water pump. So how you're going to get your supplies in time while you're doing your research and building your plank and cutting your wood and not dying to anything else? I have no idea how you would do that. Good luck. So this guy overheated. He's refusing to work. He's going to the hospital bed. Now the hospital bed's got medicine in it. And you're going to see how quickly he gets better. Oh, where is he? Here he is. So I'm on speed 3. I think if he's going to be suffering for food and water, he's going to be even longer getting better because he's going to be wandering around trying to get fed. And if he has to walk all the way over there to get stuff, it's overheated. But if you had wet fur, wouldn't that cancel that out? Protects from overheat. No, his working speed, he's gone back to work, but he's overheated. So can you not go and get yourself some wet fur, mate? You can't get some wet fur. But you can't have anything going under the water dump, can you? Huh? Kinda, I guess. I know we don't need the corners, and if we were in the ground, then we'd be in the ground. It's still 3 wide, what you said. Yeah, basically it's a Lido. Yeah, but it's clunky, isn't it? And then you've got to have another step on the other side if you want it to be compact as possible. You can't have this over that unless it's sideways, which means a step, some sort of access from somewhere else makes it huge and clunky. And so even if this is sunk into the ground, it's still a bit of a chore to get to it, isn't it? No, we don't need these corners. No, we do need the corners, don't we? No, we don't. Should be able to work without the corners. Hmm. Well, I don't know because they are no, they don't. Because look, all of the guys that just walk through the water. Oh, he's a baby though. He doesn't count. So if you watch the hauler for a bit, he doesn't need to go to the shower jet because he walks through the path. They've dried out now because it was the dry season. There was no water anywhere. But on a normal day, this guy walks through the water enough that the wet fur buff is there, and he only needs a shower for the dry season, really. But then other guys that work near the forest or whatever, they're not doing what the hauler. They're not going to go here, there, and everywhere. So this stays on for a long time. This buff, by the looks of it. Yeah, you want all your pathing to be in water all the time, and you're laughing. But it's only 5%. It's more that you don't want you don't want them running around trying to find it everywhere. So imagine a shrine that you're gonna have to put them everywhere and keep everything wet, or just have your paths in the water. I know it sounds just. I can't really say that. It's not simple at all. But you know what I mean. I think the wet first stays on long enough. You've got like some sort of trenches going around the place. You'd be fine, wouldn't you? Yeah, how'd you keep it a puddle? Because dry season, hard mode, remember, it's all going to dry out. And then you're going to get all science about what's the best kind of canals to use versus how many steps down to how long it's going to last to evaporation. The wet fur is not a happiness thing, is it? Ah, I want to be able to click here and see who's got that injury. Where is he then? No, he's got the wet fur buff and he's got injured. So what's he injured from then? How did he get injured? Well, yeah, yes, your aqua farm is if you incorporate your aqua farm into it, it will make sense, doesn't it? If you're going to have to keep something watered, put your Lido, your aqua farm, and your pathing all together. Anything far away goes through the river when you do your expanding when in the wet season, so then they stay wet and you don't worry about them. Guys, the Pixie's bought me. He's bought me chocolate ring donuts. So it's a healthy dinner that I'll be having tonight. Yeah, it lasts for ages. I've left my water dumps on for how long? Forever long? Pumpy, pumpy, pleasy, pleasy, thank you. Any more jobs to go? Still no science is happening. Whatever happened to that plan to build an engine? Still didn't get any science. So there's two of these shower things. There's one in the river here, and there's one of this that I've just left the dumps running for ages. On a little experiment one up here. So even though this one's further away from it's just obviously to try it and see what it looks like. He's just used it. But the kids are using it in the day. They're treating it like a fun fair type of item. This is obviously really popular. It's got to be have to be in near where they live, like you're saying, Kat. I think you can do some really cool stuff with it, but it's just the item itself is annoying me. I've complained about it not being vertical. It's a water jet. Complained about the path not going through it. Not being able to build on top of it. Right, what else can I complain about? Where's this hospital? Needs logs. You got logs. Not filling up on medicine like I would expect. There's not many people that are sick in bed. So we've got tons of flowers in thing. And there's plenty of logs in storage. So I'm guessing it's the water supply that's slowing the medicine down. I think it uses a lot of water. I'll take your word for it. You obviously know more about that than I do. But yeah, I'd imagine that makes sense. So the whole point of doing all that was to get enough engine science to get a science engine thing. This thing. Yeah. I'm doing it on the floor opposite the wood pile without any faff because I can't be faff to faff it. Ha. So we're going to see, is the engine going to burn the logs all the time? Some of the time? What they said on the tin. They said it was going to be magic and special and all what you ever wanted. Or something like that. Who said the numbers for the beavers, by the way? 51, didn't we? Exciting engine. Ah, ah, ah. It's an engine and it didn't cost us 10 billion million. Ah, so we're doing 500 power straight away. We only take 10 logs now. Deleted. Deleted. All of you shits are delete. Well, hang on. Look at zoom zooms. He goes zoom zoom. He goes zoom zoom, mate. That's what he does. He's doing this thing, innit? I could do the power over the road like in a thing, isn't it, bruv? I know. Oh, stupid power shaft. Are you gonna reach this? So what? We're gonna get injuries that we need a hospital up here, don't we? Or do we? Do we let them go into town for the hospital? That's where all the services are. Beaver's injured. So I'm going to have to scaffold if I want to put these stupid roofs on top. So we know what the answer to that is. It's lazy. You challenged us. You did a battle. You thought you could take us down and you got your ass handed to you. Does that let them reach that? Find out. It does. See, that makes me happy. Uh, right. We've got power. Why have we got no... Oh yeah, we need to do this one as well. More janky power connections, yeah. What else do we want? A boom factory, don't we? So we can do properness, which is going to be at a boom factory. It can go boom, isn't it, bruv? But I need paper. Why can't you put all the factories in the same place? Please. Little things. Just be much bigger improvements than big things that don't make no sense. I'm sorry, I've said it. Piss off. Where's that paper? I shouldn't laugh at him, he's just fell off the sofa. But it's just too funny. Uh, we're gonna make dynamite.